Oh, someone's gonna disappear.
Oh no.
I hope it's the shitty detective.
I hope so too. My money's on the unnamed female cop.
Oh shit! Thanks for taking the time to meet Inspector Kamada. Yeah. Oh, Noodle. Sorry, I wasn't available yesterday when you stopped by. Yeah, it's alright. You're incredibly busy, but if you have a few minutes now... Yes, of course. You can ask me anything, but let's head to the back room first. Sounds good. Ugh, man, my dogs are barking. So what's the latest on the investigation? Any more info on the victim? Well, I'm afraid we don't have much new info, but forensics is still taking a look at that paper bag.
Still?
They've been able to ascertain that it's a paper bag. I heard that the paper bag itself seemed like it might have been old. Is that true? I really can't say until we get the results, but I'm gonna say something anyway. We'll know soon enough. Observations? This is just a difficult case. Thanks. I'm gonna think. So they still don't know how old that paper bag is. Let's find out why they didn't tell anyone about it 18 years ago. That's a good question. I understand that you kept the paper bag a secret in the previous case, is that right? Yeah, that's right. I was in charge of the investigation and it was my call. I see. And we had good reason. It was a big scandal anyway, but if all the bizarre details had leaked, well, it just seemed best not to rile folks up about details. Could have slowed down our investigation. Try not to rile folks up.
Well, Sakura, I have to admit that my knowledge of forensics is almost entirely from watching television shows like NCIS, so
Yep.
you know how that shit goes.
Yeah. Alright, let's think. Let's keep asking Inspector Kamada the important questions. Like I said, we kept details secret. Don't need people freaking out and slowing down the investigation. Okay. I showed you the photo of the victim with the paper bag, right? If that got out to the public, there's a chance someone would try to copy it. My understanding is that we never caught the killer who committed those crimes 18 years ago. Is that right? Yeah, still haunts me to this day. Now, since the cat's out of the bag, let me share a few other shameful secrets with you.
Yeah.
Man, I love it when the police in video games are just so loose-lipped. They're like, yeah, well, you figured this much out. I might as well give you the rest of the confidential information.
Yeah, well, it's a video game.
I know. I just find it hilarious.
It is pretty funny, I agree.
Please go on. Well, in addition to the 3 tragic unsolved murders, there were 10 other unsolved murders. Mind you, we worked that case hard. I don't want to see any more lives lost on my watch. But something else slipped through our fingers. The killer. Oh? Yeah. We had a missing person, a young boy. Ah.
I've opened a can of worms in the chat. I'm sorry, everyone.
Wait, what? What happened?
Oh, it's just that Sakura and Loop seem to be experiencing mutual pain.
Oh, okay. His name was Makoto Kuze. There it is!
Aha! There it is!
Kuze, you said? Not this guy.
I only know one person with that surname.
Makoto Kuze. So, are you saying? Yeah, it's exactly what you're thinking. He's Detective Kuze's older brother, 6 years older. He was 14 years old when he just disappeared. I personally suspect that he was murdered by the same person. It was a tremendous blow to my team.
Aww.
Now I'm sad. This is sad detective pain. Fortunately, we never did find another victim in a paper bag like that. Until now. Unfortunately, we never found poor Makoto either. To this day, he's considered a missing person. But I think it's possible, even likely, that there's a connection. It certainly is strange. For some reason, after the disappearance of Makoto Kuze, the serial murders of young girls just stopped. That's my cell phone.
Oh my god, my cell phone. Excuse me, sir.
We're not sure why, but fortunately we haven't seen that sort of crime since then.
So Makoto Kuze was on the police force during the initial murders? And then he just disappeared?
Yeah. For the record, there have been no new murder victims like this since Makoto Kuze went missing. Oh, there's another thing I should mention. We had a suspect at the time, but he disappeared shortly after the first murder. Right after the first murder? Yeah. So there were 2 disappearances back then surrounding our case. It feels like everything is connected, but we still have a few missing pieces, you know? Do you have any more info about the man who went missing? I suppose so. Turns out that he knew the first victim from the serial girl murder case. They had apparently been meeting up frequently. Anyhow, the same day the body of the first victim was found, we found a disturbing amount of blood in the man's apartment. Oh! We thought that perhaps the man was injured in some kind of altercation relating to the murder. It's also possible that he himself is the killer. But he's still missing, along with the truth. I'm afraid we weren't able to establish a connection between him and the series of murders. The man's whereabouts and connection to the case both remain unknown. How about a name? Could you give me a name? I still can't figure it out all these years later. Shit! Yeah.
Gross!
Whoa! Sorry about that, it's a little dusty in here.
Sir. Sir, please, wipe your nose.
See, these cold cases sit in files gathering dust over the years. 18 years is a lot of dust. I've been sifting through the archives for any information that might help us out with this case. Hence all the dust. Okay.
You're just gonna leave that little snot trickle there, huh? Okay.
Should I tell him to grab a tissue for his nose?
Thank you, Soman.
Alright, let's think. So there were 2 missing people involved in the case 18 years ago? One was a man who apparently knew the victim. They found blood in his apartment after he disappeared. And the other was Detective Kuze's brother. Makoto Kuze has been missing this whole time. I wonder if Inspector Kamada ever met Detective Kuze as a child. Well, let's find out.
Yeah.
I've known Detective Kuze since she was a little kid, but I don't think she remembers me much from those years. She sure has grown up, though. She's tough and sharp as a tack. Great detective. It's just what? I think Kuze is working a bit too hard. It feels like she's tense all the time, always pushing. It's gotta be tough. A brother gone missing from a young age might be weighing on her.
Yeah, you think?
Ah, but what do I know? I'm no shrink. Kuze's already on the Sasaki case, as you know. She's the best we've got, reliable and always gives her all. Is it possible that Eisuke was killed by the same person who killed the others 18 years ago? Well, we can't rule it out, but we should also consider the possibility of a copycat. However, since certain details about the crime were never made public, a copycat's pretty unlikely. Then there's the matter of the victims. Why target girls, then a boy now?
Why not?
And there's one more critical difference. Do you know what it is?
Yes, the method of murder.
Yeah. The victims were killed in a different manner. That's right. You seem to have a pretty good handle on the case already. As you said, the serial murders were committed barehanded, while Eisuke was strangled with a cord. Of course, a killer could deviate from his modus operandi in the heat of the moment. Can't rule that out. And if we had chased the same perp, he's now 18 years older than he was. Maybe his methods changed over time. And didn't you say that? I see. I have to wonder if there's a connection to the cold case from 18 years ago. Let's think.
Maybe the killer is old and feeble. You're probably onto something there.
Needed a drink.
Yep.
Doing all these voices, man, making me thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
So the paper bag might be the only common factor? It all seems like it's coming back to that smiling man urban legend. Come to think of it, has Inspector Kamada heard of the smiling man?
God, I
Let's
hope
ask
so.
him. By the way, are you familiar with the urban legend known as the Smiling Man? The Smiling Man? No, what the hell is that? Well, it relates to the paper bags you found on these victims. Paper bags with smiley faces on them. A man with such a bag on his head would appear in front of a crying girl and threaten to give her a smile forever. The victims are said to be found in the same type of paper bag with a crude smiley face drawn on. Are you serious? That's a real urban legend? Yes! Why would I lie about that? The Smiling Man thing, it sure does seem like those murders could have been the inspiration behind it. But you said that the information about the paper bags was never made public, right? Yeah, that's right. It would have been irresponsible.
Much like this discussion I'm having with you right now.
But, you know, there are a lot of people at a crime scene. The paper bag thing could have been leaked. I wouldn't rule out a connection. It could even be the reverse, that the killer was copying this legend. This whole thing is such a mess. Well, it's getting late. I should get back to the investigation. I should probably excuse myself as well. Let's head to the scene of the crime so I can take a look at the spot where the body was found. But first, was there anything I forgot to ask?
I don't know, was there?
Let's go through. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, these are all the same. Well, I think I'll be on my way now, unless there's anything else you can share with me. Let's see. Now that you mention one more thing. There is one more thing. You did speak with Kamihara extensively yesterday, didn't you? Yes, that's right. I know Detective Kuze has taken this case personally. And that might be putting a lot of pressure on him as a partner. Okay. What do you think about Kamihara? Odd duck, isn't he?
He's a dick.
To say the least. But you know, he gets results. Kamihara is a pretty good detective after all.
I'm shocked.
He's smart and he's got good instincts. Terrible shot, though. Well, you must have seen how he gets on with Detective Kuze, as in, not well. Yeah.
Yeah.
She ripped into him again yesterday while he was here. But at the end of the day, they may seem like opposites, but they're quite the duo. Yeah, believe it or not, Kamihara looks up to Kuze like a mentor. Meanwhile, Kuze is wound tighter than a coil. She needs that loose energy that Kamihara brings. Since the two of them started working together, Detective Kuze has really mellowed out. That's mellow?
Wow.
Credit where it's due. I think that's Kamihara's influence. She's probably just like, nah, I don't want to deal with this garbage anymore.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, Inspector Kamada. I should be on my way now. Sure thing. If you need anything else, just stop by. I will. Thank you. And by the way, one more thing. How old are you now, Noodle? 19, sir? So you wouldn't have heard about those previous murders at the time that they were committed? No, sir. Just trying to learn everything I can now. That's good. You need to immerse yourself to try to understand. I'm glad to hear you're approaching this investigation with the right attitude. And I'm hopeful that you're bringing an outsider's perspective to it. Might be the key to our solve. Yes, sir. I'll do my best. Good. I'm counting on you. Yes, sir. Where are you headed next, by the way? Well, I was wondering if I could take another look at the crime scene. Do you mind? I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Uh-oh.
Ha! Just pulling your leg, rookie. You're part of the Utsugi Detective Agency, so you get full access. Oh, thank you. Some locations may be taped off, but you can ignore that. Go ahead and investigate.
Wow.
Just, yes? Don't tell Kuze. Okay?
She's totally gonna be there. We're gonna get neck deep in some shit, and she's gonna pop up and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's gonna be great. I can't wait.
Here's the pub station where Eisuke Sasaki's body was found. I've got the green light from Inspector Kamada. Time to check it out. Pub station!
Bum-ba-dum.
The body was found around here. An early morning passerby saw him lying strangely on the ground and called the police. I'm sure that was a terrible shock. Why would anyone have passed by here?
Oh, interesting.
There are warning signs here. One from the police and one from the water department. How long has this facility been here? I think Eisuke's body was found in front of this fence. What a lonely place. I can't help but imagine him with that terrible paper bag on his head.
Well, I don't think you ever saw him without it on his head, so it makes sense. There's our riveting catchphrase.
Okay. What's going on in here? I'm strangely intrigued. Okay, let's have a look around back. I didn't see anything out of place from the back of the pumping station, but there's a path leading up to the backside of the facility. So this isn't a dead end after all. I wonder if the person who found the body came through here as some kind of shortcut. Let me think. Maybe the person who found the body walked through here because they were looking for a shortcut.
Oh, okay.
There's no one to talk to. Let's see here. Surroundings. Let's look around at everything we can. God, I was doing that though.
Like the ground in front of the fence?
Maybe, yeah. No.
Oh, interesting. Bush?
The bushes seem normal. No signs of trampling or anything knocked over.
Just normal bushes.
I don't see anything else of interest. Still, it's pretty spooky. Oh. I almost feel like the smiling man is watching me from the shadows.
I mean, they did use phthalo green for those shadows over there.
Yeah. Who could have come here and done such a terrible thing to Eisuke Sasaki? I'm gonna think. I don't think there are any more clues here. Let's take the bus back to the office. Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Let's see. The next bus is arriving in an hour? Oh, beans.
Oh,
No.
dip.
Oh, no.
I'm just gonna have to stand out here with my generically handsome face and my generic
Faster to
Letterman
walk
jacket.
back.
Oh, no.
Wait, Kuze's there too. She's in the back.
But she's on the phone. How long is she gonna be?
I don't know. Hey, yo,
Kuze,
boy.
save us!
Hey, yo, boy detective. Looks like you're working hard on our case. Thanks. Oh, Detective Kamihara. I should actually be thanking you. Oh, please. Anyway, what's up? Notice anything new? If you found something different, maybe thanks to your private investigator mindset, please let me know so I can take all the credit. I'm afraid I didn't find much. Well, let me know if you do find something, or if I can help in any way. Isn't he supposed to be one of the primary investigators? Kuze! What? What is it?
Kuze, please.
I'm on my way back to the station, but...
She's not on the phone anymore.
But... Yeah...
What?
Okay.
Oh my god.
How's the investigation going on your side? I'm kind of stalled out, but don't worry about me, boy detective.
I won't.
Anyway, if I find anything, I'll share the info with absolutely no one. Never mind. Huh? Have you noticed anything new here? Why is he staring at me so intensely?
Is he undressing me with his eyes?
Well, boy detective? Yes? You got a haircut, didn't you? What? I didn't, but... Dang it, usually that's what people are looking for when they ask if you've noticed something new. Oh, boy.
Wow.
You know what? Kuze!
Kuze, please.
Detective Kuze!
That's it, huh?
Okay, I'm gonna think. Something seems off about him. Alright, then we're gonna... I wonder if he's always been this way. Are you waiting for a bus? You know, they don't come by very often. Yeah, I took a look at the schedule. Oof. I was actually just thinking about how it would be faster to walk back to the office. Nah, you don't want to do that. You get all sweaty. Not a good look. Yeah, you're probably right. Well, I'd give you a ride if I could, but I can't. But, yeah. Is he being even stranger than he was yesterday?
Yes.
Haven't you heard of confidentiality? I can't actually share more info with you. Well, now he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. Since you asked me about noticing things, there's something that I'm hoping you to notice. Did he cut his hair? It looks exactly the same. Okay. Seems like he's fidgeting an awful lot and looking at his car.
Look at the car.
There we go. Ah. I see. Hey, dickheads, get in here!
Kami, we've got to go.
Sorry, I'm getting called away.
Can you call engage Kusei?
Maybe. He approached me, but it seems like something is going on with him. I guess I shouldn't hold him up any longer. I think I'll just wait for the bus, but thanks for your concern. Gotcha. Well, take care then. See ya.
That was kind of weird.
That was. Detective Kamihara, please come back. No.
No.
Just kidding. Fuck that guy.
Yep.
There's no one here to talk to. Talk to yourself.
Yeah.
I think I'll just sit tight and wait.
Yeah, why did they come all the way out here just to turn back around?
Yeah. There's only one bus per hour, and they stopped running pretty early. I guess there's no choice but to wait for the bus. How should I pass the time? Game's on phone. Huh? Huh. The battery seems pretty low. Oh, I gotta charge these things.
No, he only gave me the phone. He didn't give me the charger.
Now that I think about it, I don't remember charging the phone last night. Maybe I'll wait until it's an emergency. I should have listened to Ayumi about this.
Yeah, you should have. Open notebook? Do we have anything new? Is there new stuff for Kamihara?
Oh, maybe, yeah. Kamihara comes off as a bit odd and even careless, but he's a good detective with sharp instincts, according to Kamada. However, his shooting skills are the worst.
Ah, he's 24.
Yes.
Oh, he's probably one of those weirdos who can't hit on an older woman. Which might be why he looks up to her instead of hitting on her.
Maybe. Oh, yeah.
Is there anything else we can observe in the surroundings?
There's no one here to talk to. It doesn't let me...
We can't examine.
I'm the only one waiting for a bus.
We'll get the magnifying glass out.
It's not letting me.
It won't let you? Oh. Damn.
Unless,
Aren't you picking the wrong thing? It's
yeah,
where, right?
there we
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
Nothing.
Schedule and bus shelter. Nothing across the road.
No.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, I'll have to give it to the game. This is very realistic. You know, stuck waiting for a bus.
Okay. Well... Oh, Kuze. Can't you just come pick me up? As if I'd ever say that to her for real.
We examine ourselves?
Oh, yeah. No.
No. Okay. There's nothing to look at. Yeah, jeez. Just like in real life. They stopped running pretty early. How did he get out here at 9 o'clock at night?
I don't know, man.
Oh, he rode his bike. Never mind. He didn't take the bus. Yeah, Red, if you have any pointers, I feel like
yeah.
I'd be down.
Because, yeah, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be. Oh, here we go. Oh, I could call a cab. I'll just dial 104 to get the operator to connect me.
Oh my god.
Thank goodness I have a cell phone. What an amazing tool. I'm so smart for thinking of this. Cell phones are amazing. Thank you, Mr. Utsugi. Yatta! But the no, now's the time to use it. Okay. The battery can't just suddenly die, can it? Oh, it can.
Sure can.
Let's see. 10. What? Ugh. The battery's dead. Ugh.
You have to click on Think, Observe Surroundings and call out a lot, like over and over.
Okay.
Jesus. Not a hell of a lot to do here. Yeah.
Detective Kamihara is gone. It was good to hear all that backstory about him from Inspector Kamada. Oh, there we go. And I know he could seem careless, but he's actually a fine detective. He's smart and he's got good instincts. Terrible shot, though. You must have seen how he gets on with Detective Kuze, as in, not well. But at the end of the day, they may seem like opposites, but they're quite the duo. Kuze is wound tighter than a coil. She needs that loose energy that Kamihara brings. Since the two of them started working together, Detective Kuze has really mellowed out. If he's sharing that about Kuze, maybe she's just as hard on him as she is on Detective Kamihara. Still thinking, but hardly any time has passed. Ugh, I don't know what to do. I think I'll just sit tight and wait.
It would be great if there was like an option for past time.
Yeah. Ugh.
This is kind of awful. I don't understand why this was included.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've gone through this every possible way that I could think of. Battery's dead. At this hour, it might be hard to find a taxi.
What hour is it? It's still daylight out.
Open notebook. It's like literally the only thing I haven't done yet.
We've been thinking. We're just making grunting noises.
Oof, I can't even use my cell phone. I guess I have to wait for the bus. Unless... I can't let this discourage me. There's got to be another way to call a taxi. A payphone!
Perhaps.
I can do this, probably.
Wait, what?
What?
You have to make him call a taxi with his mind? They're not joking.
Okay, let's call a cab. I'll just use my mysterious powers.
What?
Close my eyes and... summon a taxi with my mind. I mean, it's worked before. That one time when I wished we'd have another sunny day. Is that the sound of a car approaching? I can feel it. I can feel it. Come on, universe. Send a cab to a PI in need. Come on.
Nani the fuck indeed.
Huh? Did I really summon a taxi? Hop in. You're heading to the station, yeah? What? Come on, hop in. Okay. And this is how I die.
Yep.
Are you sure about this? Don't you have someone else to pick up or something? Huh? No, I'm here to pick you up. Me? Really? You're here to pick me up specifically? Yeah, boss called and said I had a fare out waiting at this bus stop.
What?
You're saying you didn't call me? Guess someone else arranged it for you. I'm so confused.
I'm very confused. I mean, that's fine.
Huh? What's up? He's got some sort of charm.
It looks like an anime girl. What is the point of that tiny sneeze shield?
I don't know. It's just the taxi driver.
If anyone knows, I would be fascinated to learn the reason for it. Yeah, he's wearing gloves. They do that in Japan. It's part of the uniform.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Could it have been Detective Kamihara? Thank you for calling the cab for me, Dice. It was really helpful. Oh, hey. Yes? What is it? Did you know that the cops found a body not too far from where I picked you up? Yeah, I heard about that. I heard a rumor that a kid was killed somewhere around here the other night. Word travels fast? Yeah, something crazy like that, you know. So people are gonna talk. I guess the kid was in middle school? Poor guy. Yeah. Let's talk to the driver, okay?
That doesn't seem like very effective protection from clients reaching for his head.
Not at all.
Huh.
Makes me sick to think about it. Alright, can you tell me more? Hell of a thing for a kid to get killed in a place like that, huh? I mean, maybe the killer figured they could count on the place to be deserted, you know? So what were you doing there anyway? Are you some kind of police detective or something? Not exactly. I'm, how can I put it? Come on, son. You look like you're in high school, aren't you? Hey.
Hey, I just graduated.
I drive past all the time for work, but I've never picked anyone up there. So I gotta ask, what were you up to? None ya. None ya business. I just had some business to attend to. I see. Sorry, I don't mean to pry, but I'm gonna anyway.
I'm an old man in Japan.
He often drives by this area for work. You said you drive through this area often. Yeah, I do. I was actually out here the night before last, probably around 10 p.m. Oh?
Oh? The night of the murder.
We haven't ruled out that someone driving by may have seen something. It's right next to the road. Maybe the driver saw something. Did you see anything noteworthy when you drove through this area the other night? Anything noteworthy? Yes, anything at all could help. Let me think. Well, I definitely didn't see any kids out here. I feel like there's a but.
But, however...
Let's see. Maybe there was something. Oh, right, I almost forgot. What? What is it? I saw a motorcycle parked there the other night. A motorcycle? My phone went off again.
I think that was a little jingle to let us know
Yeah.
that something significant has happened.
Yeah. It just sounds like a ringtone.
It does.
I'm positive that I saw a motorcycle parked over there the other night. Around 10 p.m., I'm sure of it. Oh? Yeah, it was a nice looking bike. But, I'm guessing the rider was just, making a pit stop.
For murder.
Pit stop, though? Why there? Bathroom break, kid. You never see a bike on the side of the road. The rider's probably taking a piss. He's pretty confident about this interpretation.
He drives a car for a living. What do you think, bud?
I see it all the time. Nothing else to say except I'm dang sure the driver stopped there to pee. Alright, oh, that's not... Well, I should save anyway.
Yeah, he should.
There we go.
Been a minute.
What's up?
People have been confidently wrong before, it's true. I mean, there's no reason he couldn't have, peed after he did a murder.
Yeah.
You can do both.
He could have been peeing while he was on the motorcycle.
Well, he stopped to pee, saw a kid, did a murder, and then got back on the motorcycle.
Maybe.
What do you think, Loop? Oh.
What? So there was a motorcycle parked at the crime scene around 10 p.m. on the night of the murder. It's concerning, to say the least. And if the killer was riding a motorcycle, he could have easily peed while driving. Then they must have killed Eisuke there. I can't imagine transporting a body on a motorcycle. Of course, Eisuke's bicycle was at the scene of the crime. So it stands to reason that he rode to the scene himself.
Yeah, after he got a weird call that his parents don't know who called him.
Yeah. I think it's most likely that Eisuke was killed at the pump station, but why was a motorcycle parked there? It must be for some other reason. I mean, they saw Eisuke's body, but I don't think that's the reason.
Well, if the motorcycle belonged to the killer, then it could be for some other reason than they saw Eisuke's body because they were there to do a murder.
Yeah, we'll just go with because they saw Eisuke's body. Because they saw Eisuke's body. No, it can't be.
Well, he wasn't reported as dead until the following morning, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
It's pretty dark out there at night, so if a motorcyclist were just passing by, It seems unlikely that they noticed Ace came lying that far back from the road.
Yeah.
Plus, wasn't the person who called in the murder there in the early morning?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe the driver is right after all. Okay. Hey, so I gotta ask, why does it feel like I'm being interviewed by a detective? Yeah, about that. I mean, you're in high school, right? Well, I'm actually sort of in sort of a detective club.
In high school?
We like to investigate anything strange that happens in town. Why did I just tell him I'm a PI? Oh well. Hey, that sounds kind of fun. Can I join? Yeah, it's all fun and games until a kid dies.
Yeah, until somebody gets murdered.
You didn't happen to see anything else the night before last, did you? Nah, don't think so. I suppose it's not what you're looking for, but I do have a story if you want to hear it.
A story?
Let's hear it.
Yeah, Soman isn't old enough to drink. He's got one more year to go.
Well, you know how I told you that I got a call about a fare out at the bus stop? When they said there was a young man out there waiting for me, I got nervous. What? So you'd be surprised how often we get calls from...
Ghosts?
Calls from who?
Ghosts?
I don't know, like phantom calls from another world. You show up and no one's there. It's all creepy. Ah! You were hanging out near where that boy was murdered, right? So, yeah, if I had gotten the call to pick you up at night, I might have just faked being sick or something. I know it's kind of unprofessional. Anyway, thought you might want to know. Sorry if I wasted your time and freaked you out.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get you where you're
spooky,
going.
tinkly music, yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah, there's stories about cab drivers in Japan picking up fares and then they disappear like midway, but they continue on to their fare's destination.
Yeah.
Just to be polite.
Yo, I'm going to Ushio's house. You want to come? He's got Basilisk Quest 6, doesn't he?
Basilisk Quest 4?
Yeah, 4, not 6. Heck yeah, I'm in. Let's slay some basilisks.
Yeah,
and then
nerd
they die.
shit. Woo, woo,